How's it going, guys? It's Soul State back again from the hotel room here on the second floor. This is it. This is the last night in the hotel room, but I wanted to go ahead and record this video and get it out for you guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Soul Scoop. Today, we got a story for you guys. You guys really love the Soul Scoop series, and today, we're going to be talking about Justin from Valor. Justin has been in the news a lot lately. He's the one who started the whole Save YeezySupply movement, and today, he effectively killed that movement. We're going to talk about all of his comments today, who he was directing them at, and their response to him, and what this means for botting YeezySupply moving forward. Let me get you guys up on the screen. We'll check it out. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. Let's get into it. I hope that this is working. This is my second time trying to record this. The first time it really messed up. So I'm going to run through this kind of quickly this time. Also, I just unplugged the mic. Heck yeah. So this all started with Justin tweeting out while the release was technically still going on, instead of hashtag Save YeezySupply, now it's F YeezySupply. Notice that Jacob here says, thanks Trickle. We'll touch on that later. The very next tweet that Justin had, crazy how I turned $60,000 down today just to prove a point to you stupid. I'm assuming what he's meaning there is the money that he would have made from the instances that he would have sold. So 60,000 bucks. Let's remember that. 60,000 big ones. All right. Next tweet that Justin sends out is, I was a fool for believing in this community. It's F YeezySupply to the grave. And honestly, I mean, this sucks, man. This sucks that he feels this way now. I can't blame him. I really think with the Save YeezySupply movement, he tried to, do something for the betterment of the community. And unfortunately, everyone who said it wouldn't happen in this community is too selfish and greedy to have any positive change like this. Well, unfortunately, they were right, and as is shown by today. Justin's next tweet, honestly, shout out to Jason and Mike, only real ones in the community. If you own their product, be proud. I know for sure that Jason and Mike, they stayed true to their YeezySupply commitment of not offering more instances, things like that. So shout out to those guys. It stinks that we couldn't get everyone to follow along. Very next tweet, crazy how not one Valor F&F or staff ran more than 2 instances today, but it's a cartel. And he even followed it up saying, I literally have 2 instances. I have to message the auth bot to reset my key when working in the bot. That is insane that the main dev and the owner of Valor literally only has 2 instances. That's crazy. Can we all keep it? Look, boys, hold up. Can we keep it a stack for a second, okay? If we were the devs and we owned Valor, how many instances would we have? I mean, I would be out of my mind if we're being honest, boys. You would be too. Don't play. Don't pretend. So the fact that Justin does this is really cool. And yeah, man, that's awesome. So shout out to him for that. Another tweet that he sent, the community is pay to play. It doesn't have to be pay to win. Soon there will be nothing to play. I touched on this yesterday in the short scuff stream that I did from the hotel room. I touched on this yesterday. Basically, what he's saying is it is pay to play, right? Okay, if you're going to set up for a YeezySupply release, you're going to have to spend the money on your setup to make sure you have good proxies, good Gmails, a good bot, things like that. We all know that, okay? This is no news to us. It's not new. But it shouldn't be pay to win, meaning it shouldn't be, I have the money for 100 instances of a particular bot, so therefore, there's nothing you can do to beat me. There's nothing you can do. The second sentence is the scariest thing out there. Soon, there will be nothing to play. YeezySupply is one of the last sites that we have to bot that is even remotely similar to the golden days of sneaker botting. And if we keep messing around We're not going to have that either. And then Justin's last tweet of the day. Anyways, nothing I say or do matters, so I legit don't care anymore. After this, do whatever you want, even if it screws over thousands of people. This is not me being mad, because I did outsell everyone on Instas if I wanted to, but I don't care anymore. Once again, sucks that it's come to that, but I can't blame the man for feeling that way. I would too, so that sucks. Just another tweet here. Justin sacrificed a ton of money in our checkout account today for Save YeezySupply. Sucks what the community has come to. Just greedy bot devs trying to milk their users of every dollar they can get out of them. Now it's F YeezySupply. Good luck. And guys, you know who Justin is referring to. He's referring to Trickle. And Shaba took to Twitter in one of the longest Twitter threads I've ever seen to respond to everything indirectly, I might add, which is kind of funny because he said there's a lot of subtweeting going on with Trickle, and with that I'm going to make a thread. I know there will be backlash or people who disagree. With that, I'm not going to respond to anyone. So I understand he's not responding to maybe any of the people who comment back, but I just think it's funny that he said there's subtweeting going on about Trickle, obviously referencing what Justin has been saying, and then he subtweeted Justin. It's funny. I find it amusing. Anyways, so I'm going to try to just pick out key points here because there's a lot. Basically, the whole point that Shaba starts to make here is whenever we had the Twitter space, and I'm going to link this thread. If anyone wants to go through and read the entire thing, you can. I don't want you to feel like I'm just telling Justin and Valor's side of the story. Shaba and Trickle have a side of the story. It deserves to be told. It deserves to be heard. I'm going to try to do the best I can, but I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to link the thread down below. Go check it out. That way you have all the facts. But essentially, what Shaba is saying, whenever we had the Twitter space not too long ago, and all of the bot devs, basically Justin said, here's what I'm proposing. You guys don't have to do this, but I think this is key to saving YeezySupply. That's where Save YeezySupply came from. I made a video on that a long time ago whenever it happened. So, there was no written contract, but a lot of bot devs seem to agree with Justin's overall point that something needed to be done. The instance war had to stop. And if my memory serves me correctly, the Trickle team never directly obviously said, hey, we will no longer be doing this. We will commit 1000%. But based off of everyone else's perception, we all thought that that's what you meant. And technically, that's what you meant. But we didn't understand the loophole that you were using to get around it. Essentially, Shaba is saying Trickle's user base is extremely low. Basically like maybe 1,000 keys total that are owned by people. At any given time, like right now, they have about 2.5k users. 1.5k of those are weekly and monthly keys, meaning that number will go down drastically, and then they will introduce more weekly and monthly keys to get that number back up, because they say this is the number that they need to be at to compete with everyone else, which I understand what he's saying. And in this thread, he goes out and says exactly why they're doing what they were doing. But the thing that bothers me the most is in this Twitter thread, you talk about how, hey, we never agreed to not sell instances. We didn't say that we were going to do that. Which, technically, I guess you're right. But if you want to be right on a technicality, I think that kind of sucks, to be honest. I think you knew what you were doing, and you deceived the community in that moment by gaining a bit of good publicity. And honestly, now, are that many people going to go back and look at Trickle and be like, what they did was wrong? They shouldn't have misled us. No. No one's going to say that because they don't care. All they care about is that they want their instances of the bot to be able to try to cop more pairs than the next guy. So, unfortunately, everything that Justin tried to do, good intentions, a good plan, I guess, just bad people. The sneaker community seems to once again only care about greed and getting their own bag, and I said this exact same thing in that video that I made about it. Bar for bar, I said, I think this is a good idea. I hope it works. But when one person kind of drops that bag and they want to do good, someone else is waiting around the corner to come pick it up and make their money. And boy, did they. And it took no time at all. This was only the second YeezySupply release since that agreement was made. We didn't last long. So this just goes to show what the sneaker community really is and what we're all about. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video of the Soul Scoop. Guys, we're going to be live streaming probably tonight, 8 p.m. Central. I'll be back at home. We'll be going for the Kit 3 stock. I'll be going over the points that I addressed in this video. If you guys have any questions, come to that stream. Let me know. And what do you think, guys? I want to hear you in the comment section below. Do you think what Trickle did was wrong? A. And if you don't think what they did was wrong, why? And if you're on the opposite side of that, where do we go from here? Where do you guys think we go from here? Is the Save YeezySupply movement dead? Or is there still hope? Honestly, that all relies on the bot devs. And if you want your bot developer to be a part of that, you need to make your voice heard. Make your voice heard down in the comment section below. If you want this movement to continue, go on Twitter, tag everyone, tag these bot devs who are not cooperating, and let them know that that's what you want. Although you probably won't because you're a greedy sneaker reseller. So that's just how it goes. Anyways, boys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thanks for bearing with me for the Scuff videos, Scuff stream last night. I'll be back home tonight. So thank you guys very much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Soul State signing out. See you tonight, boys.